So, welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Jordan and I create content on YouTube on all things creative, comics, graphic novels, films, pop culture, pop figures and more. So today, I've just looked into my comic book box here today and I thought I'd create a bit more of a vlog style sort of video. So I thought I'd bring you along and just show you exactly what my new comics of the month are. New comic book day today. So, yeah, to be honest, I don't really get like a comic, like new comics each week. I just get new comics that I'm interested in, whatever, because I'll be honest with you, I just can't afford it. I can't afford it. That's the thing. I can't afford to do it every week. So new comics I've got, there should be 9, I believe there was, but unfortunately one is still on its way. So there's 8 to show you. And I'm excited to show you these, really excited to show you these. So yeah, let me get into that. So, I'm up now, I don't know if I'm in frame. There we go, right, let me go down. There we go, got it in frame. Okay, so first off, I am going to show you this one. And you don't know what it is because I haven't shown you it, but it's this one, which is Star Wars #1 Variant Edition. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? There we go, yep. So, as you can see there, it is from Strange Apparitions, Apparitions, we'll go with that, which is at Baytree Garden Centre, fantastic comic book shop, and it cost exactly £2. And I'll be honest with you, this was a lucky find actually. So, if you watched the previous video about how to, something like how to create your comic book collection on a budget, that was it. I did look in the £1 and £2 bins, but it wasn't them. In them, it was in the new comics. And I was just flicking through, just like that, flicking through, like I would do here, like that, flicking through, saw Star Wars, brought it up for £2. The edge is a little damaged. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. But it's not that bad. It's not like it's broken. So, for £2, for Star Wars, and a variant edition of #1, I'm not sure how good it is because I've not read it yet. I'll take it. But yeah, at some point I do need to bag and board it myself because I don't know if it can show on camera there, but it is, you know, the bag reviews there is not particularly great and it's a resealable one, which I don't particularly like. I like it where you have tape on because these get stuck everywhere and whatnot. But I just haven't got round to bag and board them yet because obviously the price tag is still on there, as you can see there. So yeah. I'm really excited to read this one because it'll be one of the first Star Wars ones that I will read. It's by Aaron Cassidy. It says Aaron Cassidy and Martin. Is that one name or is that not one name? But anyway, it's got Han Solo on the front and Chewbacca. And I am excited to get into reading that at some point. I don't know. To be honest with you, if this backing board does fit in my bag, I'll just leave the backing board in. I'll leave the backing board with the comic, but just put it in a new bag. Because, yeah, like, why replace it when it's broken? So, yeah. Wait, why replace it when it's broken? Wait. If it's not broken, don't. Wait, what's the phrase? If it's not broken, don't change it. Something like that. But, yeah. So, yeah, Star Wars, there you go. Right, so. Second one I've got, and it's from the same place as well, Strange Apparitions. Apparitions. What the hell? Wait a
Apparitions.
Apparitions. Thanks, Google Translate. So, yeah, the next one I got, along with the Star Wars one, there you go. Got it at the same time as that. It is Something is Killing the Children, #1. It is #1 Archive Edition. It costs £4. Because the price tag is still on there. And as you saw, it is a reprint. So as you can tell, along with the Star Wars one, I haven't replaced it yet because bagged and boarded it myself yet because I just haven't had time and haven't got around to it. But it's a reprint. And I remember when I went to go buy it at the till, so, oh, it's a reprint. and he was on about something like, oh yeah, it could be like the 13th reprint or something like that, which it isn't. I think it's the 2024 edition reprint, something like that. When I put it in on League of Comic Geek, when I put it in there, it said something like something about 2024. But anyway, I'm not too fussed about, you know, it being 13th, 14th. When he said it at the time, I was like, I'm not too fussed about it, as long as I can read it, because apparently I've heard this is a very good thriller and horror type read, and because it's number 1, and I thought £4 ain't bad for that. So yeah, so I do need to, like Star Wars, I need to put that in its own bag. To be fair, the bag's not too bad on this one, so I might leave that one, but just take out the reprint and take off the price tag, which I can do now actually. So the price tag has come off. There you go, it's off there. So roll that up, put that to one side. But yes, Something is Killing Children. I'm looking forward to reading that. Haven't read it yet. And yeah, so the people that have made this is James Tynion, the fifth, Worthen Deladera, and Miquel Muretto. I think I butchered those names, but we'll go with it, so sorry if I have. But yeah, really excited to read that one, as it'll be my first type of horror thrillers comic book to read. So, next on the list is, I've got to find it first, because I get through all the comic books I've got. Let's get through that. Where is it? There it is. Oh no, yep, there it is. So, at the start of the month, I did treat myself to Superman Limited number 6, issue number 6. That is cover A, I believe. Cover A. And yeah, I just got cover A because it's cheaper. But I love Superman Limited at the minute. So since the film came out, the recent Superman film came out, I got very invested in Superman, as I do with, like, if it was a Batman film, I'd have got invested in Batman. But I do love Superman as well. So I started reading Superman Unlimited because I did ask the good old AI of ChatGPT what good Superman that's recent to get into, and it said Superman Unlimited. And because it was a 2025 run, not just 2025, but starting 2025, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna, start with that. And honestly, I've absolutely loved reading Superman Unlimited. There is 7 out at the minute, and I believe it goes up to 9 so far. So they're ready to pre-order, which I need to do actually. But yeah, let me show you that. Can I show you that? There you go. Yeah, honestly, I'm well excited about that. Well excited because, yeah, it's just an absolute incredible run, and probably one of the best Superman runs I've read, and one that I'd recommend to start reading if you're looking at Superman. Honestly, it is very, very good. But yeah, so continuing with Superman, I got number 6 because I was a bit late on getting that one actually, and it literally came yesterday. Number 7 of Superman Unlimited. Look at that for a cover. Look at that. That is a variant edition cover. I couldn't tell you which one it is. Can't remember on the top of my head. But I went to look on backlight. There's a blurb. There isn't. But that cover is incredible, and I've got nothing else to say about this because I've mentioned it all in the previous one. It's one of the best runs I have read and kept with, and I love the variant editions that you can get with. I know that with the number 6 I got the cover A, but that's just to make it a bit cheaper. But when I can, I do get variant editions because it's like 40 something p more expensive. And I saw this cover, I was like, yeah, that is definitely the one to get. And that is just, caught my eye. I was like, that's the one. But what I didn't realise is I thought he has his eyes open, but he doesn't. He clearly doesn't. So yeah, so that is, looking forward to reading that. Next on the list that I got was, if I can find them in here. Yeah, here we are. I can do them all at once actually, bring them all out. So, I have shown these I've shown one of these in previous videos just for showing a comic. But, yeah, I decided, so, in all honesty, there was a choice between Absolute Flash or Absolute Green Lantern. And one of them had, if you've seen the videos before, you'll know exactly which one I've gone for. But one of them had issues available, and one had only certain ones, which didn't make it didn't justify to get them ones. So obviously I went for the ones that were there, and I went with Absolute Green Lantern. And I have to admit, I didn't know what to think about it because it's an absolute run. And in all honesty, it is very, very good. Very, very good. Can you see that? There you go. Is that in focus? Yep, there we go. Yeah, it is very, very good. And I've been enjoying it. And it feels like in each one, because I've read all three of them. Disclaimer, I've read all three of them. It feels like each one is building up to something better and better and better. But it's not like it's, slow at the start. It's very, what am I trying to say? It's very, good, like build up. It's not slow, it's a very good build up. And you just feel like you're getting something better and better and better. Obviously, I know there's however many Absolute Green Lanterns out, but I've just started it and got the first three. So, as I've said, the first three, so here is number 2. Fantastic read again, building up, just building up. You get to know the characters, you're getting to know their traits and what's happening and stuff. And then we have also got number 3. But yeah, so yeah, as I said, building up, getting to know the characters, and it is a phenomenal run so far. Obviously, I've watched videos on people that have read it and stuff, and people have mentioned it and reviewed it and stuff, and they do say it just gets better and better and better. So I am looking at getting the rest of them, and looking forward to reading them as well, and getting them and collecting them, because I do absolutely love Absolute runs, because I've read Absolute Batman 1, and I've got Absolute Superman. There, what have I got? Absolute Superman, I can tell you right now. 1, 2, and yeah, 1, 2, and 3. And I've read them, and they're incredible as well. The Absolute run from DC, yeah, top notch. Absolutely, I don't mind doing that. Woo! Absolute top notch, brilliant. How many have I got here? Let me just double check. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I've told you there's 9. There should be 10. There should be 10. There should be 10. So I've got 9 here. There should have been 10. So the next one that I picked up, we're going back to Star Wars. And I picked up, as you can tell, I think I've shown this before actually in a previous video as well, the graphic novel of, so I picked up the graphic novel of Solo, A Star Wars Story. Yeah, Star Wars, A Solo Story. And I can't remember the price on this one, because I picked this up from Strange Upper, what's it called now? The comic book store at the garden centre. Yeah, picked that up there. I think it's like £6 or something like that. And honestly, because I'm well into my Star Wars, and always have been, I thought, you know what, that's cool. It's in very good condition, and the graphic novel. I weren't going to go get the comics because I have read up that Star Wars runs aren't that great. But then some people say they're great and some people say they're not. So I thought I'll get the graphic novel, give it a read and see what I think, instead of, forking out a lot of money getting the comics and stuff. But yeah, just looking through it, like the artwork, for example, like here, look, the artwork looks pretty incredible. So yeah, that'll be a good run. That'll be a good graphic novel 3. Because I'm also thinking, when I did buy it, when I got home after buying it, I thought, is it just the film in a graphic novel, or is the film based on the graphic novel? So I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, looking forward to reading that one. But last but not least, we're doing it in style. We are finishing this run-off of all the comics I've got this month in style with, because we're going back to Superman, and we're doing it in style with the All-Star Superman in DC compact comic form. As you can see there, it's like a book. So yeah, if you look at it, you've still got all the photos and stuff in there, all the artwork, the photos, artwork, that's what I meant, and everything. But it just feels like, like book, like normal book type paper. And I think it's absolutely incredible. When the first came out, the compact comics, I did think, I was a bit ooming and ahhing about it. I thought, it's not normal. Not normal, not like, it's not a comic. It's not a comic. But when we went to the Strange Apparitions? Yeah, it was there. I picked it up, had a flick through, and I was like, actually, for the price you pay and what you get, and it's the full run as well, I thought, you can't argue with that. This was £9, and honestly, probably the best £9 I spent. I haven't read it yet, but to get all of it in a size like that, because you'd be paying well over the odds if you was to get all the comics or even graphic novels of it. You'd be paying well over the odds. And I know they're better quality and stuff and whatnot, but this just feels very good quality as well. And yeah, it's my first one, and I'll probably pick up some more as well. I'm not sure which ones yet. I am looking forward to the Supergirl, is it Woman of Tomorrow? That's coming in compact comic form in January, I think it is. So we'll be definitely picking that up in January. But yeah, honestly, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to reading it. And I just think it's great because now I've got one that, I know graphic novels you can take, like this style you can take as well, but this feels more like, I can chuck it in my bag when I go, when I'm out and about, or if I've got some parents or whatever, I can chuck it in my bag and honestly just, give it a read and not worry about damaging it, where I don't feel comfortable enough, to like just take comics, in a bag and chuck it about and stuff. So overall, I am well happy with that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, sums up the video. That ends the video. And I felt like this was more vlog type, like I was just chatting away to you and stuff, but I also feel like it's like every other video. But if you enjoyed it, please do like, subscribe and comment. And don't forget to ding dong the notification bell as well, because you know exactly when my vlogs go live. And let me know down in the comments what you've got this month and which of what I've got you like as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.